Perpetrates some boneheaded crime in this city. What do I get? Pictures of Spider-Man.
Jonah, please, can we get on with this?
Okay, Robbie, it's your corner. What's the problem?
Just this. How can the good people of New York, the hard-working, everyday men and women of this, the greatest city in the world today, stand idly by with a slug-like weasel, peddle his mind and body-polluting substance on our poor, underprivileged, and our children? That's right, citizen drugs. And furthermore, and the man behind it all, who is the kingpin of crime? Just where does a man with such resources hide in this city? Could it be behind the facade of a fat bald businessman? Could he in fact slightly resemble someone like Wilson Fisk, etc., J. Jonah Jameson?
Now hold on a minute, Robbie.
But Jonah, you can't say things like this in the paper.
Now, Robbie, you didn't read the part where I said Wilson Fisk's legitimate business.
Oh, you mean the part where you italicized? Fisk has never even been brought to trial. They've never come up with enough substantial evidence linking him to any crime.
That's because he's got the whole police force in his back pocket.
Frankly speaking, Jonah, I agree. Fisk is probably the kingpin.
You know he is as phony as a $3 bill.
You're right, but this is not a detective agency. It's a newspaper. And the more you stay on this bag about legitimate information, the closer you come to push us to a lawsuit.
Happy.
Hey, how you doing? Hey, Beth, you pics for the ball?
Pete, wait.
Morning, JJ.
Parker, nobody's home. Come back next week.
Hey, Robbie, I'm sorry, I didn't know you were in a meeting. I just wanted to drop off these Spider-Man.
Miss Brant, how long have you been working for me? Well, you're fired.
Mr. James.
I guess you'll be looking for some new employment. What's this? Head of security and bodyguard for J. Jonah Jameson. Job description: keeping unwanted pests out of his office. You'll do fine. Start immediately.
John, I really gotta run now. But think about what I said.
Sure, Robbie. All fat, drug-pushing businessmen are innocent until proven guilty. But that will only happen when he runs out of money to donate to the policeman's ball. Okay, Parker. I'll follow these with the other ones you gave me earlier this morning. Are you still here? Parker, I am in no mood for a weekly conversation on the pros and cons of masked vigilantes.
But Mr. Jameson, most of the people he's helped consider him a hero.
A hero? I bet you still have an Ollie North t-shirt, don't you?
Okay, JJJ, but what about the pictures?
What about?
An exclusive. Look at this. Spider-Man busts up another Kingpin operation.
Okay. I'll take them because it seems you're the only guy in town who has exclusive photographs of Spider-Man. But mark my words, one day, Parker, you will see anyone who operates under the law is a menace to society. Now take this. Take it downstairs.
Okay, JJJ, but maybe one day you'll look back and see that I was right. That Spider-Man's a good guy, and he's here to stay.
Oh, why do they always gang up on me on Mondays?
Shake, 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 Sinora, shake your body liner. Shake.
I'm sorry, what? What are you doing, home? I thought you were shooting a layup for Cosmopolitan today, you supermodel, you.
It got canceled. The photographer got sick. Why don't you take the pictures, you superhero, you?
Because rigging an automatic camera to a wall hardly qualifies me as a real photographer. And don't tell Jolly Joe and James from that. Besides, Aunt May wants me to hang up the camera and get more serious with school.
Oh, that reminds me. She called last night to say she'd stop by tomorrow. So remember to pick up all your gadgets. Remember last time when I had to hide your web shooter in the flower pot?
Oh, yeah. You know, as I recall, Dr. Octopus got quite the kick out of being shot with topsoil.
So what about last night's pictures? Did Jameson buy them, or couldn't he find a crowbar big enough to open his checkbook?
No, he took them. I got enough out of the old skinflint for some more film, chemicals for web fluid, and some groceries.
I guess that means you have to go back out again tonight?
Just for a little while. You know, somebody's been tipping off the bugle to a lot of the Kingpin's operations lately. It's almost like they wanted him out of business as much as I do.
Well, then why don't you put them out of business, and maybe you and I can have a night alone together?
Oh, sweetheart, I know it's been tough lately. The Kingpin's a dangerous criminal. I've got to put an end to his corruption in the city. Plus, the money I make selling Spider-Man pictures to the Daily Bugle helps with the bills.
I know it's something that you have to do, but every time you put on that costume, I can't help but think it's the last time I'll ever see you.
That's the whole reason I'm out there, Mary Jane. Because I can be. I mean, don't you see? When that radioactive spider bit me, giving me these abilities, it also gave me a big responsibility. A responsibility to help others who can't help themselves. It cost my Uncle Ben his life for me to learn that.
Peter, you weren't the one who killed your uncle.
But I could have stopped the guy who did when I had the chance, and I didn't because I was too damn selfish with my powers.
Peter, you can't save the world.
Maybe not the world, but I can help. I thought you knew what you were getting into when you said, I do.
Peter, I'm sorry. I'm just scared. Do you have to go out tonight?
Just for a while. I promise I'll be home soon and in one piece. Okay?
Okay, if you say so. After all, you are the one who wears the tights in the family.
choice,
I
man.
am not paying that price.
Ricky, wait out here.
What the hell is going on, Ranger?
I beg pardon, sir?
Spider-Man. He's trying to shut us down little by little. This one man has interfered in almost every one of our operations. Just last night, he managed to set us back quite a bit in our collection of protection funds. He finds out about every transaction on the East Side. How is this?
He seems to have quite the power of, persuasion.
Are you inferring that there are leaks within my employ? Undoubtedly. Good health is so hard to find. However, I am not without my own powers of persuasion. Isn't Bullseye scheduled for release soon?
Bullseye? Why, yes, sir. I believe he's out, sprung, as they say. But he's, well, quite unstable, considering the last incident.
Yes, that was quite regrettable. However, in all his cerebral distortions and his insufferable arrogance, he's nothing short of outstanding in the art of removal.
This organization has certainly drawn enough attention to it, thanks to the wall crawler's actions. If Bullseye should go off again,
He would answer to me. Now, about all of this negative press, Mr. Jameson's very opinionated editorial columns are becoming increasingly bothersome. Have we anyone at the Daily Bugle who might sway Mr. Jameson's opinions?
I'm afraid not, sir. J. Jonah Jameson doesn't appear to sway his opinions very easily. His attitudes about criminal activity and vigilante justice have been the foundations of his paper for years.
Then perhaps we can reach a mutual agreement. Contact Bullseye, then call the Daily Bugle and arrange a meeting. Arranger.
Consider it arranged, Kingpin.
on there. My boss has a little situation, and he needs your help. Do you feel up to it?
Of course, I'm the best. That's why you called, isn't it?
The situation's name is Spider-Man. Do you still feel up to it?
Oh, you must be worried about my little hospital stay. Don't worry. I'm getting better now. Besides, I said I'm the best, didn't I? That's why you called, isn't it?
Your usual fee.
No. They've gone up. 5%.
What? How much? Well, you are quite high.
You were always a penny pincher. Well, you see, you called me, so you want the best. And you're gonna pay for the best. Understand?
Very well, then. The Kingpin will expect you in his office at 2 o'clock sharp.
Yeah, I'll be there.
Boss, when is the situation going to change? When are we going to get rid of that fat?
All in good time, Ricky. And please cut down on your smoking.
Spider-Man. Now there's a challenge worthy of my abilities. He fancies himself quite the hero. His powers are unique, super, incredible, amazing. Amazing. The Amazing Spider-Man. That's the Amazing Spider-Man. The kingpin of crime has spoken. And he wants Spider-Man dead. And he wants me to do it. I feel so special. But then, hey, I am special. No one hits him like Bullseye, man. Hit. Man. Hit, man. That's a joke, boy. You get it?
Wow. I spent 4 hours getting ready for a Mega Dollar magazine shoot, and all I get from you, my biggest fan, is wow.
Wow.
Okay, stutter man. You sit here and play with your superhero toys. The shoot will be over by 8. I'll be home by 9, and you'll be here when I get back, right? New York City isn't going to fall apart. Spider-Man stays home with his wife one night, is it?
All yours. I need this mail right away. Cindy, take care of this for me, would you please? Thank you.
Mr. Jason, you have a call on line 1?
A call? Miss Brandt, don't I pay you to take messages for me?
Well, yes, but I thought you might like to take this one now.
Who is it?
He didn't leave a name, but he said he was calling for Mr. Wilson Fisk.
Fisk! Fisk. Jason here. Yeah? You don't say. Where and when? Great. Great.
Did I hear correctly? Was that Wilson Fisk?
No, that was his secretary.
The one they called the arranger?
Yep. And Kingpin himself wants to speak to me.
About what? Jonah, I don't like it. I wouldn't do it if I was you.
Yeah, you would, Robbie. You know you'd do it. Don't worry about a thing. He wouldn't dare try anything. He's having his private limo pick me up right out front in front of everyone. Besides, I've been around. Hell, he might even give me the inside scoop of his confession.
Excuse me, Mr. Jameson, someone just called with information about a drug deal that might involve the Kingpin.
The Kingpin. Speak of the gangster. Get Parker on it right away. Tell him I want as many photographs as he can get. Hurry up.
And tell Ben York to come when the police shows up. He loves that stuff.
Is he in place? He is, sir. My car ready? Yes, it is, sir. Regarding Bullseye, if I were you, which you are not, need I remind you, you work for me.
Parker's Penthouse. Hi, Ben. Okay, where and when? Got it, okay. Is he there? The Kingpin? I mean, the Jameson? The King. The Kingpin's limo. All right, guys, gotta go. Thanks a lot. Okay, bye.
Good evening, Mr. Jameson. Thank you for accepting my invitation.
Get on with it, Fisk. I haven't got all night.
Of course. May I offer you a drink while we talk?
A drink? Is this how you conduct all your business, Fisk? Just what is this little meeting about anyway?
Please, Mr. Jameson, this is no ordinary business meeting. Let's be social. I'd like us to be more than just business associates, for we do share some things in common.
Like what?
We are both influential figures in the business community, in charge of large operations, with many responsibilities which require almost all of our time. We also seem to share the same opinions about certain masked vigilantes running loose in this city.
Spider-Man.
Exactly. Your editorial columns make a good case against him.
Of course. He is a menace. He is no better than a common street criminal.
Knowing this to be your opinion, Mr. Jameson, I had hoped we might help each other out in this area.
And how's this?
I'd like to help you rid this city of Spider-Man. I know a person or two who would enjoy taking a more active involvement in the problem. Imagine, Mr. Jameson, a world without Spider-Man. And all that I might ask in return for orchestrating this blessed event would be a kind word or two about myself in your newspaper. After all, with Spider-Man gone, your editorial columns will seem somewhat vacant. What do you say, Mr. Jameson? Does this proposition appeal to you?
First of all, Fisk, nothing you say appeals to me. This little joyride does not appeal to me. I am not a social man. Although we may both be members of the business community, I can assure you I got what I am by honest, hard work. And as far as Spider-Man goes, I may have my reasons for despising that webbed-headed freak, but it's not because I'm afraid he's going to put me out of business. Everyone knows you two have some secret war going on. Well, I don't care who wins. You're both crooks. And I'm going to keep running that until you both end up in the same cell.
Just calm down, Mr. Jameson. I'd intended this to be a rational discussion. Surely there's no call for slander. I simply thought we could form a relationship toward a common goal.
Slander? Don't give me your innocent executive song and dance. You're a crook. And the only reason you haven't been put behind bars yet is you've got some of the right people on your payroll. Well, J. Jonah Jameson never made a deal with a crook in his life, and he's not going to start now. So stop this goddamn car and let me out right now. I want nothing from you.
Driver.
Where the hell am I? Where the hell am I? You know your problem, mister? You talk too much. Anyone talks as much as you is bound to offend someone. Matter of fact, you made a friend of mine really mad. Well, if your friend weighs as much as a Chrysler and washes his head with turtle wax, you can save your stinking breath. Shut up! You better use your breath carefully, old man. You might not have that many left. So from now on, I try not to offend anyone if I were you. You might accidentally impale yourself on something. Like this. You can't come in here and threaten me like this, you maniac! I'm gonna call the police! Good thing have we class. And I'm afraid we're just going to have to be disciplined.
Sorry I'm late. Traffic's murder this time of night.
You!
What are you, nuts? I just saved your life.
You're the last person I need help from, you whip-headed freak! Now get out of here!
You know you've got a really strange way with public relations, Jameson.
Don't you lecture me, you costume fraud! I'm not the one who hides from everyone! Now why don't you just take off that stinking mask and see what everyone thinks then?
Wouldn't we all love that?
You should have seen him. His eyes got as big as 2 cassava melons when I hurled that first blade. Oh yeah, he got the message all right. Oh, it was great. Although I almost got swept away with the moment with my second night.
You'd best be glad you didn't. Your job simply was to scare him. I can't have you going around killing everyone you meet. Remember, the first time that you lose control, you are no longer of any use to me.
Well then, I guess I owe Spider-Man one.
What?
Oh yeah, he was coming just as I was leaving. I think he was there for dinner or something.
Why did you waste the opportunity?
Not the right time. Besides, I thought you had some big plan or something.
Yes, tonight. But the only guarantee that we have that Spider-Man will show up is that it was arranged with a
usual channels. Be prepared to live up to your name.
MJ, have you seen my other glove?
It's in the freezer. Aunt May stopped by earlier. And, Peter, do you have to go out again tonight?
Well, Jonah wants the pictures, and I want the Kingpin. If this tip is legitimate, we can link the Kingpin directly. And then
it'll be Dr. Octopus or Mysterio or something else keeping you from me. I thought I knew what this would be like, but it just gets harder every day.
Honey, this is something I've got to do. You understand? I mean, being Spider-Man is part of me.
Well, tell me where I fit in.
Can we talk about this when I get back?
I might not be here.
But you've connected twice and I'm still standing, Mr. Spider. Why don't you stand still 1 second, you freak? Come on down, you spider, and fight like a man. Get it?
Yeah, I get it. This has all been a setup from the word leak. I bet you were even the one that called the Daily Bugle from the Kingpin's office.
I don't know nothing about that. All I know is that I'm getting paid to take you out. And not for dinner, buddy. So get down here so I can get my check.
Take it easy, bullet head. Isn't the fat man paying overtime these days? Or is he hiring outside the union again? a metal girdle or just get a lot of iron in your diet.
Well, you should ask. Strange thing happened to me on the way to Japan. I found a doctor who was willing to surgically lace my bones with the hardest metal alloy known to man. Adamantium. Adamantium. Just like Wolverine's. That's right. My bones cannot be broken. I can barely even feel your lame spider punches.
That's because I usually pull my punches so I don't seriously injure someone. But in your case, I'd be more than willing to make an exception.
You're not gonna get a chance. Impossible. Those knives were traveling at 95 miles an hour each at least. You're not human. This is not happening. Uninvited guest. Ow! God, my arm! Bullseye, don't do it! Don't do it! Leave him alone. It's just between you and me. Right. Don't do it, man. I told you he didn't do it. It was his hitman, Bullseye. He ran out of the shot and killed him and threw him back in towards Spider-Man.
Well, then where are the pictures, Parker? Why didn't you follow the action?
It happened too fast. I didn't know how to react.
Oh, stop covering up for your buddy, Parker. With these pictures, I'm finally going to let the city see proof of what a criminal that bug-eyed cretin really is.
Robbie, you believe me, don't you? You know Spider-Man's not a murderer.
Peter, I've always tried to base my opinion on facts. You know, I've always been willing to listen to both sides of the argument. But these pictures sure as hell don't help much. This is front-page material, and I think we have to run it like Jonas says, unless something comes up in Spider-Man's behalf.
But what about all the good he's tried to do? I mean, he's just a victim of circumstance here.
Here comes the news now. Let's wait and see what the hell they have to say about it.
We bring you this special update live and on the scene, where the bizarre murder of 24-year-old Matt Kendall occurred. Eyewitness reports vary, but one thing is known: Matt Kendall is dead. Police have no leads. It seems that the costumed hero, Spider-Man, was tangling with another masked man who is yet to be identified. The fight was said to have started in the basement of this building, which is owned by millionaire tycoon Wilson Fisk. Though police are still looking for clues to determine the cause of the struggle, they do know that once it came outside to the street, an innocent bystander was grabbed and murdered. When police arrived, the unidentified man fled the scene, making him the likely suspect. However, as soon as the victim was taken away and Spider-Man was beginning to be questioned, he also escaped the authorities. Which brings to mind the question, could Spider-Man be the killer? I'm Susan Jacoby, Action News.
What? We couldn't do anything so graceful. That sticky-fingered slouch doesn't have what it takes. You see,
In the art of murder, it requires a special skill. Just that right. Oh, my God! Since this is a live telecast, I'm sure somebody somewhere can let Spider-Man know that I'm here. Spider-Man, I'm waiting. And for every 3 minutes that I have to wait, I'm gonna grab another innocent and make the city watch them die. Come on, I'm waiting. Nobody move.
Parker, I want you to do that right away. Do you hear? Parker!
How about this piece of trash? Stop swarming around me, little pig. What about you? What are you doing? Go.
Bullseye's been seen on television. What's going on?
Don't say he's been seen on television by at least 8 million people. He's just killed Susan Jacoby on live television. I told you he wasn't to be depended on.
I do not need your arrogance. I do need answers. Be certain that I'm not implicated in any way.
It's a little late for that.
All right, now, boys and girls. Nobody else move, or that's what's gonna happen to you. Huh? In fact, I think it's been about 3 minutes, don't you? Get away from me! You side too! How about a countdown with everybody joining in? 10, 9, come on everybody! 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. You idiot! I don't need that gun. Anything in my hand is a lethal weapon.
You can't hide that man from me. Kingpin, this senseless murdering has to stop. You want me? Here I am. Let's settle this face to face. What the? Good help is hard to find, huh? Well, you won't be, fat man. You may have gotten away from me this time, but your criminal mind won't be docile for long. And the next time you step over that line, I'll be waiting.
Evening, Jonah. Don't you have a home, Parker?
Yeah, well, I just thought I'd stop by and see if you needed any more pictures of Spider-Man saving that woman's life and apprehending that homicidal maniac.
He may have made himself out to be here this time, Parker, but he's not fooling me. Sooner or later, this city's gonna see just how much of a menace he and his kind really are. Just the presence of them alone brings out all the crazies and the maniacs. And whatever's going on between he and the Kingpin is gonna blow up in their faces, and then they'll both be behind bars where they belong. And then everyone will see that I was right all along. So go ahead, take pictures of them while you can, because Spider-Man won't be around forever.
I guess you're right, he won't be around forever. So I guess I'll just have to make the most of him while he's around.